kill hailstones. God has been wrestling with Pharaoh ever since he's been Pharaoh. And he has been wrestling with some of you all your life. God's intention in dealing with pharaohs and the Egyptians is that they might know that there's no one on earth like him. Some of us have learned that. That God is God. And nobody or nothing that you know is compared with him. That's right. So, plague after plague after plague he has sent on Egypt, trying to get Pharaoh to do the same thing. And he had not changed what he's trying to get you to do. Moses' message through Aaron to Pharaoh was always the same. Let my people go that they might worship me. And you know, early in the book of Exodus, Pharaoh raised the question, who is the Lord? That I should obey him. I don't know him. And I will not obey him. I will not let the people go. And these series of plagues that I have been talking about, God is saying to Moses, I am going to show you who I am. Let me tell you something. It's a bad thing to be foolish enough to struggle with God. If you get in a struggle with God, you have lost already. You can't win. It's a lose-lose situation. That's right. And time again with Pharaoh, just like us, God do something in our lives to get our attention, and we say, okay, God, I'm going to do right. Yep. And no sooner than the stone blows, we forget the promise that we made God and get right back to our old ways. Now here's what happened. God was working with Moses. Each plague sort of tightened the screw. That's right. Tightened the screw. And there's a little tougher on him each time. Now, you don't have to let God break you. That's right. You can surrender now. Because he's not going to lighten up until he gets you to do that he wants you to do. And when you fail to do it, on somebody you hurt. As you said. I've been there. I've been there. For 10 years I tried to get out of what God wanted me to do. Oh, yeah. Kept tightening the screw. Till one day it almost popped. I said, I'll do it. Here is the first opportunity for the Egyptians to be saved. In every other one of the plagues, they had no choice in it. He would bring the plague on Egypt, but he would leave out Goshen, where the people of God was. God has a way of taking care of his people. And when you come into the ark of safety, nothing can destroy you, because even the devil cannot do any more to you than God allowed him. He can't have his way. He got to get leave and permission from God to deal with it. And God ain't gonna let him destroy it. So, in the past, the message was just to Pharaoh. Pharaoh would listen and he's making the decision. Now, but folks began to sense something.
That's right.
And what they began to sense is that Pharaoh is no match for God. And as a matter of fact, they told Pharaoh, said, what's going on here? It ain't nothing but the finger of God. It's nothing but the finger of God. And since they recognized that God was moving, at this verse, God gives them the opportunity to be saved.
Amen. Right.
So what you do, this hailstorm coming. Now Pharaoh and some of his people didn't believe. They kept on about them business. Ain't no hail coming. Ain't no hail never came in. Moses just talking. He trying to scare them. But certain of Pharaoh's folks, they weren't going to be disrespectful to Pharaoh because they got killed. But as soon as they could take leave without being respectful of him, they hightailed it out in the field and got their livestock and got their slaves and brought them in the house. Because God was about to move. Listen, don't make God move to get you to obey him, get you to follow him, get you to believe in him, get you to trust him.